All right. What's going on, guys? Episode 2 of what I am, for some reason, still calling the David Bamber or DB podcast. Got a lot of flack from this name, but don't care. At some point, I'll realize that it is either in a podcast or it's not, all right? But either way, it's episode 2. I'm super excited to be here. Fun fact, I meant to do it yesterday, Friday night, and being worked 12, 14 hours and being very tired. I only tell you that because that usually doesn't stop me. But however, I did get back to my place and forgot all of the equipment, lights, everything. And I had new stuff, ta-da, that I wanted delivered, which I don't think you guys can see, but it says believe in yourself. I'll figure that out. All right, guys, so this is an episode where I'm probably going to get a little upset, a little irritated, because what I want to talk about is kind of not really the state of things, but in a specific way. And what I mean by that is, this whole COVID-19, what I believe this has done to every single person that is borderline conscious in a good way, it's exposed them. It has exposed so much about who they are, their mindset, what they care about. It just, we live in this world and we created this world, right? And perception's reality. I'm actually a big believer in that. But taking that out of what I'm about to talk about, we've created this world in general, right? Where people get to hide. There's all kinds of hiding. Hide our feelings, hide our passions, hide who we really want to be. There's all these distractions that allow literally from when you're born to when you die, you're pretty much hiding your whole life, right? You hide in a job, you're too scared to develop skills, create a business, create a product, whatever it is, or go after that next level, aspects of the job. You hate, waking up. You live in a loveless marriage, or you hate the relationship you're in. You can be better with your kids. There's all types of ways of hiding, and we live in this culture of hiding. Not just our culture, right? Now, I'm only going to speak of our culture because I never really, I've been to other countries, I've lived in other countries, but never to the extent where I feel like I can obviously talk intelligently, not sounding like a complete fucking idiot. So I'll just speak of America, right? We hide, guys. Almost everything we do, we hide. There's entire industries, billion-dollar industries that are created and have been created for decades and decades and decades because we don't want to actually change. We don't want to be someone else. So we live in this culture of hiding. And here's what COVID did. I've taken the politics out. I told you in episode 1, I will never talk about politics. And I won't even if you troll me or bait me, I'm never going to do that. It's just sticky. Shout out to Tyler. Anyways, and so we live in this culture where we're able to hide. And this event, this global event, and it is a global event, has exposed us. It's exposed America. It's exposed all of us, including myself included, right? And one of the ways I mean that is we have these, COVID created not only just this scare and fear factor, because we've dealt with that, right? 9/11, there's other bombs and there's shootings and murders, and because of the internet in the last 15 years, 20 years, we're information overload, right? It's easy to just go see a killing and a murder, and we can just absorb as much evil as we want, right? So we're kind of like numb to that, right? But this is what's happening is different because we actually have to take action on it, right? 9/11 happened, right? And if you weren't directly affected, did your life change? No, it didn't, right? 9/11, I was a sophomore in high school, and I think we got out early for the day in my high school, and we were back the next day. We didn't have masks on. We weren't told to stay home. There was nothing, right? So this is a very, very different situation. So because it's different and it's massive, it's global, and it is apparently getting worse, right? Some people hope it gets worse, only in the fact that worse means we're going to be on the other side of it, right? So this is unlike anything that we've seen. Certainly, obviously, in my lifespan, and I'm not a big history buff, but I'm pretty sure this hasn't happened since the bubonic plague, right? Where it's literally affected massive amounts of society and cultures and countries and continents. So this is all over the world, right? And now it's a big thing, right? Your mindset is different. Like, you have to physically do things different. Your businesses are closed down. Your schools are closed down. Like, this is a big deal, right? You know what I mean? And because it's so massive, people are like facing a fucking mirror. They're looking at themselves, right? Because what else do you do if you're a true like believer, if you really believe that this is, you know, really horrible and awful, and I'm not saying it isn't or not, right? I'm just saying, if you're the person that, and you and your family are, I don't want to go out, like, let's, you know, get masks, and let's do gas tanks, and let's do hazmat suits, and let's buy toilet paper, and I mean, if you just, those people, which is totally fine, I totally get it. I'm not digging that. But if you're that extreme, then all you truly have is just sitting there time and reflecting. How much fucking Netflix can you binge? How much distraction? How much in your household can you get out of hiding? Like, you have a whole world outside your house, right? That can distract you and to feed you your normal ability to hide, but not in your house. You have all this time. You don't have, you know, so you have this mirror in front of you, and it's exposing you, right? You have all this time with your spouse. Are you creating things that are going to make you more powerful? Are you connecting on the deeper and deeper and deeper level? And trust me, guys, people have many deep levels. Are you trying to make those relationships flourish and get deeper and start connections? Right? Parents all of a sudden just became homeschool teachers. Right? Do you take that challenge head on? Or are you like, I'm looking for an escape, and I don't know how to do it, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna grab wine at noon, and like, you know what I mean? So, you know, this exposure is massive, right? Because, you know, when you become exposed, when you have to sit there and face the music, when you have to sit there with yourself, you know, in isolation, or in this, you know, you're put in a situation where you don't have all these different areas to hide yourself. If you have to sit there and look at yourself, feel those things, right? You're faced with different challenges, right? Oh, my job's taken away. Well, why? I need unemployment, etc. Or do you take that head on? Do you challenge yourself with creating another skill, another way of making money, another way of connecting? There is a massive amount of ways to reinvent yourself. Okay? There is a massive amount of ways to reinvent yourself. You have Google, you have YouTube, you have all the experts in the world that can teach you and you can train from, learn from. You can reach out to people in an instant, ask for their help, ask for their advice, right? There's too many opportunities, right? So, like, I want to just shut up anyone that's whining. Anyone that's whining right now, like, you could maybe whine before, right? Because you could hide yourself and like, oh, I don't have the time to do this, or oh, I'm so busy, my kids, and no, you're lazy, right? Maybe you can hide, you know, you're distracted this, and oh, I have to do this because I have to go to my soccer game, and then I have to watch this series I really love, and I have to call my girlfriends and my guys, I gotta go out and do this. Like, all those little things you're hiding, right? You're absorbing the time that you have on this life. And by the way, you do it, right? So normally you're able to hide and absorb all your time saying you're busy, but now you don't, right? Now you're exposed. Now you have the time. You have less and less excuses, right? As the days and weeks pile on, you have less and less excuses, right? So what are you going to do with that time, right? Are you taking advantage of that time? Ask yourself that. Are you truly taking advantage of that time? Like I mentioned earlier, you know, you just have so much ability to make things better in your life now, right? Kids, family, your health, Jesus Christ. If you're sitting there and your health is getting worse, you're a piece of shit. Straight up. You have the enormous amount of time and ability. And yeah, the gyms are closed. Guys, your small little 4 foot by 4 foot area you can get a workout in. There's apps. There are hundreds of good apps. They'll teach you exactly the correct form, and they're free. Right? You lost your job. There is. I make a ton of money. My partners, we do so well in the internet space, e-commerce, in creating products online. Like, guys, there is so many opportunities to make an extra $1,000, $2,000, $500. Okay? So if you have money issues, now is the time to change that. Literally now, because you can't hide, right? And I'm hoping maybe one of you is listening to this, and I'm piercing a little bit, right? Because you have all this time and stability to self-reflect, to say, this is wrong in my life. I don't have enough patience. I need to practice that, right? I'm not smart enough. I need to learn this skill. What do I do here? Guys, there's all this opportunity right now. And you have less ability to hide and to pretend you're busy, right? And normally, seeing the world change and seeing these opportunities happen and create and take advantage of it is only for the select few. And those select few have spent an enormous amount of time, energy, sacrifice, cultivating their mind, their skill set, their outlook, their connections, improving themselves, becoming well-rounded as a human being in all areas, which is an enormous task to try to take, to become better every single day. So normally, seeing opportunities, the world change and things like that is reserved for the select few that are grinding and they are working at themselves in as many areas as possible in life. Normally, when the world changes and things like that, they see it way before anyone else. And usually people like that, people like myself, people that I try to associate with, people like my partners, we notice it, and most 90% of people we interact with they don't even notice it. Meaning they don't take advantage of what's in front of them. Right? They don't take advantage of the ability to become stronger up here and here in relationships. Right? Take advantage of that. Most people don't even see it. But now, all this exposure, it's in your face. Right? It's in your face now that the world is changing. Things are going more what? More what? Right? Digital, right? Online. Virtual, absolutely. Without question, there will be enormous amount of money, business, success, happiness created because of this event, because of what's happening. And it's in your face. You can't be like, oh, I didn't know. It's changing. Right now, it's fucking changing. Like, as I'm talking, the world and how in industries and all the things that you think and what you relate to be true and reality of your perception is changing. Literally right now. And now you have the opportunity to take advantage of it because you can't say, oh, I didn't know. Right? It's in your face. Okay? So you have an enormous advantage right now. If you're the person that you're just like, humdrum, I'm going through the life, I take care of my kids and I drink and I go to my bowling alley or guys, whatever the hell it is. I don't know why I thought of those. But whatever it is, you're hiding, right? You're saying I can't do it. I'm not this, I'm not that. Okay? But you can't do that anymore. You literally can't. The world right now is in your face and it's changing. The whole thing is changing. And it's because of this pandemic, right? It's because of this this disease, right? That it's changing, right? It's changing how we're living, guys. How we're living. I've enjoyed traffic so much. There hasn't been any, right? Monday morning, no traffic, right? I say that, I kid. I mean, it's true, but guys, the world is changing. Paying attention and taking advantage. I mean, it's just so much in your face, it's unbelievable. You don't even have to work a fraction, a hundredth of what myself and other people that I know and have worked way fucking longer and harder than I have, had to do to take advantage of how the world could be for them. Are you taking advantage? Are you making excuses? So, I told you I knew I would get all fired up for this. Alright, that's it for me, guys. If you have questions, comments, feedback, I'm all ears. David Bamber, episode 2. See you guys. Appreciate your time. Thank you.